Thank you for kind introduction. I'm Atsushi Fukuda from Nihon University. I actually retired this spring, then so now I'm the special appointed professor. Also, kindly Kasetsatu University provided the office to me, so sometime I come to Thailand. So anyway, maybe my presentation a little bit continue that An Sensei. Okay. So there are many fancy and gorgeous, like a smart city idea, Dubai, Iskandar in Malaysia. But when we look at the cities, ancient cities, they already have the many functions. Even the Pompeii already have the draining system, sidewalk, and the zebras, everything. And this is Edo. Edo is the old name of Tokyo. Also have many, the system to supply their life. So anyway, we need those systems. So, and recently, we use many keywords and the terminologies. It's very complicated sometimes. But I think like this. We used to use sustainability, green, or low carbon, zero emission, or security, or something like that. This is a vision, right, for the city. And so we call it like eco city, low carbon city, or something like that. But if you look at the form of the urban areas, it looks like a TOD, just An Sensei mentioned. And also recently our government promote the idea of the compact and plus network. So it's a compact city. And what is the difference with ancient city is the technologies. Now we have many new technologies, smart grid, VR, AI, ICT, and so based on those technologies, we have a mass or also we have an EV car for the transport. So I'm in the transportation system, so we have those transportation system put into the form of the compact city. It's become the smart city, right? So I understand like this. So we have like a vision and the form and like these technologies. And also recently we have to deal with that like a COVID-19 that the Sensei mentioned, right? Then also maybe we have a global target. About the TOD, as already you know, that like Peter Karsop in California mentioned like these ideas. And recently, like a robot, Cerbero, always talk. He sometimes come to Thailand also. And then propose like this idea. Basically, based on the rail transport and near the railway station. Peter Karsop said, from 400 meter to 800 meter diameter, we should have the areas. We can have a fancy life by walk, right? And in Japan, I very respect our senior. Then, for example, that is Mr. Ichiro Kobayashi. Bring this idea in 1910 already. And he started to develop the area together with a railway system. Now it's become the big railway company, the Hankyu, and then he proposed many ideas. Some said that he's get this idea from Garden City, that was proposed, Howard. Then, so from 1910 to 1960, actually more than 300 residential area in Japan was developed based on like this area development together with the railway system. That is the urban development in Japan. So this is a very simple concept. We have a CBD, and then expand the areas because many, many, many local people migrate from countryside to Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya a lot. So they need a house to live. So we have to expand the city. About this, Kanegai-sensei already explained what's happened in Japan. Anyway, so many railway companies developed along their own railway. And the important point is that that development was made together with railway development. Okay? So by this, railway company can get the benefit from the railway development. If railway company just develop the railway, they cannot get not much profit from the ticket. They cannot get enough revenue, not enough, right? But their impact is huge. Once railway start to operate, that area develop a lot. So most of the benefit go out from the railway business. So point is how to internalize such external effect to the business. And in Japan, that is a business model. So many private railway company support their business by this activity. So please look at this. I'm very sorry I didn't translate well, but the part paint in the blue is a revenue from the railway business. And the other part come from not railway business. Even the JR East, which is used to national railways, now privatized, but 30% come from not railway revenue, other business. They have hotels, they have some development in the station areas, and then get a lot of revenue. Look at the private railway companies. So they get almost 70% come from not railway business, other business. That is very important. So, and look at the urban growth in Tokyo, for example. So you can see it looks like a finger. Compare with Bangkok. In the case of Tokyo, almost new, urban area, and so residential area, over the 30-kilometer diameter up to around 50-kilometer diameter. So compare with Thailand. Now we're discussing MAP2, but most of the urban railway line within the 20-kilometer diameter. Only the center part of Tokyo. It looks like near the Yamanote line, right? So, but in Japan, we talk about over the 30 kilometer up to the 50 kilometer. So look at, there are many private railway companies in Japan. Each line operated by different private firm and then get profit by this. So I little bit introduce the examples. And if you have experience to visit Tokyo, so maybe you take the subway. That is within only the CBD area. The outside operated by private railway companies. For example, Tokyo, which is bound from Shibuya, that you like it, to the Hakone area, right? So maybe you have experienced sometime. And when they start to build a Tokyo railway line, there is no residential area along the railway. So actually, they have 54 land readjustment project. Actually, this system already established in Thailand also, right? So Tokyo cannot buy all land. So they buy the land a little bit. And they established 54 land readjustment union. So Tokyo become one of the members of the union. So they can lead other landowners. Then they start to develop. And when they start to develop, they didn't decide where is the railway line. So after they start to develop the area, they decided where is better to the railway line. Okay? So more than 3,000 hectares was developed by this way. So now here is a very famous residential area and very expensive. And this is the newest one from Akihabara. You also know very well, Akihabara to Tsukuba. This area also applied the land readjustment project, and 2,800 hectares was developed by this. So this is the newest one, but still we have like this system, and of course by the train fare, we cannot return the all deficit, so we have to get some kind of the benefit from area development to the railway business. But please, I would like to tell, but sometimes government also developed area, not only railway companies. In the case of Tama New Town and Chiba New Town was developed by government. But in this case, private railway company cannot internalize the external effect. So for that reason, our government prepare some subsidies. So if private railway company come and operate railways, so government share some cost for them. So for example, 50% of the construction cost was covered by government. And also we have a very small size of like this development. If you have a Kobe, you can see there is the man-made island. This is the reclaimed areas. They are very smart. Kobe city is very smart. They get soil from the mountain, and they have development that area and bring the soil by the like a tube, and they have like this island. Now they have airport also. And for these islands, they have like guideway transit systems like this. Or some private developers also develop by themselves. This is close to the Narita airport named Yukarigaoka. The company named Yamaman, they developed this small transit system by themselves. They pay everything. They didn't get any fund from government. They operate by themselves and develop these areas. And so now, you know that in Japan, the population decreasing a lot. Some statistics said that by year 2050, our population became half. So that is a big problem for us. So how to make the city area is compact is main issue. So some city already start, like a Toyama, they renew the tram to the new type of LRV. Then they ask to the people to stay near the tram line. So make the city compact. Government provided some sorry. Oh, I forgot. So, yeah, anyway, I already I don't have much time. So anyway, we have a long history, and luckily, when we start to develop the area, we can introduce the railway system. So we can simultaneously, we can develop the area together with railway development. So we don't have the auto-dependent city. So we have mainly rail-dependent city for Japanese people. Station is very important for Japanese people. Station is the center of our life for Japanese. So look at the Bangkok. So this is a M map. From the M map, by 2029, you will have the 515 kilometer network by 12 lines. But you should realize how many stations are you going to have if all railway line will open? By year 2000, you don't have any railway station for urban railway in Bangkok. Zero, right? But after you finish, complete to build all network, you will have 330 stations in Bangkok. You should realize this problem, okay? So we think that you can develop the area together with railway. Many people said Bangkok is a good example of TOD. I always say no, because I studied with Professor Fumihiko Nakamura about this. So we send the student and count how many people come out from condominium near the railway stations. You know, even the condominium life, what room, what any condominiums, there are many parkings, right? And the daytime, empty. But so many people, just 5 minutes from the railway station, but everybody drive the car. That's a problem. Actually, we also have a condominium near here, just 5 minutes from Latpro station. But my wife, every day, drive the car. I said, let's go to buy the railway, subway, MRT. But my wife said, why? So it's a very difficult problem. But please realize, so even there are many condominiums near the railway station inside of the Bangkok, but the problem is that it not rely on the railway, right? That's the very, very strange. And I had sometime my friends, I don't mention the name, my friends bought a condominium near railway station. So I asked him, why you buy the condominium? Do you use? No, I just use the parking. Because no parking near the station. So he had a flat house, so drive the car to the station and the park and come to downtown. And also the problem is, Ansen mentioned that the accessibility. That is a big problem. It's the one of the example near the airport, along the airport link, rail link. So the house here, no access to the railway station. We cannot believe for Japanese. For Japanese, in front of the railway station is the most valuable land. But in Thailand, cannot access. So these people have to go and come to the railway station. So it's very strange. If we look at the scene from the railway, so there are many houses. So foreign people misunderstood. There is railway, so people buy the house. No, actually, they use highway, rely on highway, not railway, right? Then this is the case of the purple line. We write down 800 diameter circle here, based on the Peter Karlshoff TOD concept. But you can see if paint the pink, it means we have to walk 50 minutes from the radio station because no connection. Because no in Thailand, no one thinks that go to the railway station by walk, right? So I asked many people, so after open the rail, are you going to take a rail? He said, how to go there? how to go there? I said, you can say it, but how to go there? So say like this. Yeah. So that is one of the ideas that if we improve the access, so the catchment area become more wider. And that's also my question. Along the pink line, my former RA, Dr. Satita, helped me to check. So vacant area along all railway lines, which was not open yet. This already open, but when I studied, not pink line was not open yet. So no area. I said in Japan, we developed the area together with the railway. But like not only Bangkok, but also maybe Jakarta, Manila, and Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, those cities already developed based on the automobiles. So no backend much like Japan. So how to internalize external effect? And in Thailand, another problem is under your law, so railway company cannot develop the area. They have no right to develop. That is a big problem. So anyway, under the MMAP2, that is revision of the master plan for the urban railway system. We propose many ideas. And supposed to be, you have to think that where should be the sub-center or like transition terminals. And then you have to consider how to develop that area. This is a very, very important. I know many of staff, MRT, for example, study like this. They would like to do that. I know there are many reports. I also collect many reports. They propose. But I don't know. They said that they submit to the board meeting or legal office, always reject. So they cannot have like this problem. But now you have to consider. So anyway, depend on the automobiles. That is a problem. So now the time you have to turn Bangkok from auto-dependent city to the public transport-dependent city, right? So how to do that? That most difficult part, because cannot internalize external effect, and also the regulation. So very difficult to do that. But now the time you have to consider this. And one of the issue is the parking. Too many parkings in Bangkok. We have a regulation in Japan also, and compare with Bangkok and Tokyo. So regulation in Bangkok is 2 times of Tokyo. So if you have a condominium provided a lot of parking, right? So if each of the commercial building, condominium provided so many parkings, so how to stop to drive the car? Very difficult, right? In Tokyo, now, many developers ask local government to reduce the parking regulation because there are maybe 30–40% backend even provided parking under the regulation. So for the developer, would like to reduce. In Tokyo, most of the people use public transport, so they will not drive the car. So no necessary to provide the parking. Maybe it's the time for Bangkok discuss about the parking, how to provide the parking. And the smart city, we have many ideas, but actually, we don't have like a new development like Iskandar or Dubai. We basically discuss about retrofit, how to transfer the existing city to smart city. It's not so easy, actually, because the question is, who will pay the cost to transform our city to the smart city? We need a big budget. We don't know how to pay for that budget. But anyway, we have many projects. Government set up the many like this, the projects to start smart city. So, yeah. Of course, we have to consider the key technologies. That's supposed to be will help us, but anyway, need the money. And another problem is that Ansensei also mentioned the 50-minute city. We already discuss. This is the case of Chiba City that my staff calculate. So, of course, we just consider the compact and plus network. In the Chiba City, there is urban monorail. So along the monorail, we can make the city compact. But the problem is that if asked people live near the monorail, so they have to pay the money to move the house. So who will pay? So another idea is the 15-minute city or X-minute city. I don't know, 15 is okay, or 10 minutes or 20 minutes. But anyway, 15-minute city idea also very important. So in this case, will help a little bit. According to our calculation, I think the 15-minute city much applicable for our society. And our now big question at the moment, of course, compact city is okay if become compact. It's very effective. No emission, right? No energy, consumption. Okay, but during transit to the compact city, how to do? We very worry about this. So if we hurry to make the compact, we need a huge budget. So if we wait to become compact naturally, maybe it takes a long time. How to do during that time? Because we have to demolish some public facilities, schools, hospitals, and make a compact. We need the money, even demolish, right? But still people stay. The densities become very low. So not effective for all facilities. That's a problem. So now our group discussing about this. So suggestion, I don't know, suggestion or not. So, so maybe I read it. It is necessary to position the development along the railway lines, includes TOD, in the roadmap for the transition from automobile dependent to public transport dependence. Second, it is necessary to establish the mechanism and the system to internalize the external effect of the development of public transportation and to enable commercialized by the private sector. That's important. Third, by utilizing the smart technology, it is necessary to promote development that balance economic efficiency and sustainability. And lastly, how to deal with situations that have never been experienced, such as new normal and sea level rising or urban flood occurring, many things, is an issue for the future. In some cases, urban form like TOD would not be able. it is necessary to reconsider what the purpose life is.